Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a batch of juice in real time. So you can actually see that there's plenty of time in the day to do this. I got kale, I got some cucumber, I got celery, I got a piece of fresh ginger, lemon lime, some apples, some pears, stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be using right now. So we'll go through this step by step. There's my juicer. It's not a good juicer. It's just a regular Hamilton Beach juicer. It's a centrifugal juicer, so it does create heat. It's not that good for really doing this. I do want to purchase a Green Star juicer, but I don't feel like spending $500 on a juicer right now. Anyway, I always start with kale. It's already rinsed off. Juice is going to be loud, so just bear with me. You don't want to overload and cram your juicer. They weren't made for that. So I kind of put a little bit into where it's still freely moving. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute, and I'm going to juice this. Now kale does not produce a tremendous amount of juice, but what it does have in nutrients, micro and macronutrients, is just insane, and doing this every day is just one of the best things you can do for yourself, amongst other things, but we'll get to those at another time. Anyway, back to juice making. I'll shut up. Use a lot of kale too. Don't be afraid of using 3 bunches of kale, 4 bunches of kale. It's great stuff. More kale. So, let it drip out, get it out. So that was 2 bunches of organic kale. I don't specifically only buy organic kale, I actually buy regular kale or organic kale, whichever one looks the best. So that was 2 bunches of kale. You'll think you'll get a lot, but honestly, you really don't. That's what you're getting from kale. It's a very beautiful green, kind of like my drum set is now. So that's the kale, and then I just keep going from there. The rest is kind of easy. I'm going to take a cucumber, grab a knife, just cut the end off. Sometimes if the cucumber is a little thick, you can cut it in half. But I'll usually do, like a regular batch for me is 2 bunches of kale, 1 full cucumber. And don't force it, just a little weight. Okay. I usually go with about a half a head of celery, and that's what's about left with this bunch of celery here. So that was 1 cucumber. Okay, now we're going to do the celery. ginger. Tiny little bit comes out of this. Good. Let it spin. It smells fantastic. That smells so good. Okay. I'll let that drip out. And then this is where I add some other stuff. I'll add a couple of pears, usually about 2 pears. Peckham pears are really good, the green ones. And I take about 4 green apples. I don't take the seeds out of them since it's being juiced. It kind of just gets pulped up anyway. I know, people are going to go, oh my God, there's arsenic in apple seeds, but, please, it's, I wouldn't concern myself with that. So we're going to go with 4 apples. Okay, 2 pears. So let's catch up. We've done 2 heads of kale. We've done 1 cucumber, which was kind of small, so I'm actually thinking of throwing another one in that I just dropped on the floor. We've 2 kale, piece of ginger, half a head of celery, 1 cucumber so far. Now we're going to go with 2 pears, and then some apple. So here we go, 2 pieces of pear. Next is going to be my pieces of green apple. And then after that's going to be some lemon and lime, and that's going to be it. There we go. I just want to explain one more time why I only use a few pieces or 1 piece at a time. These types of juicer have a grated metal screen inside of them. They do create heat, so if you're pushing it down and cramming it down, which they weren't made to be used like that, but if you are forcing it down, it's creating more heat. It's going to break down more of the nutrients and enzymes a lot faster. They do make juices that are augers. It's basically like 0 tolerance tumblers that press together, and you'll get twice the amount of juice you will out of your stuff. This juicer, like I said, is just a regular Hamilton Beach Walmart juicer. It wastes a tremendous amount of juice, and it is a centrifugal juicer, so these aren't really good. So if you want to get something good, even the Breville's, honestly, is a centrifugal, and it's garbage. You want something like a Green Star that's going to do it slower, that's going to really compress the stuff that comes out of the other side on the Green Star juices. It's as dry as cardboard. This stuff, I put a bag in here so it's easier to clean up. I dump it in my compost pile actually, which is great for that. But the stuff is so wet that it's just such a waste. These juices are garbage. So anyway, I'm going to use half a lemon. This lemon's a little bigger, so. And I'm going to use half a lime in it. You could, if you really wanted to, just throw the lime with the skin in the juicer. I don't like to, so I always kind of just cut the meat out of the lime for the most part. Well, I cut the lime out of the lime skin. What's really good to do with these, I'll tell you in a second, is my wife loves to drink filtered water, and a lot of times I'll just take these because they still have some lemon and lime on them, and I'll throw these in the pitcher of the water in the Brita filter as the water's filtering, and it gives it a really nice lemon lime flavor. It's kind of cool to do, and it's, you're not wasting stuff. That's what it's all about, kids. So here we go. That's it. Look. That's it. that is literally it. I'm going to show you what I mean about the cleanup and how much waste there is with these juicers. So a Green Star, I think they run from 200 to 600 bucks. But again, you could use one of these juices. It's not that expensive, and it does. I mean, it's worked amazing for me. Like I said, cleanup is a mess sometimes with these. Let me just get this out, and I want to show you what I'm talking about. This stuff here, this is the waste. Now you can see that this is just still packed with moisture. So this, this screen, these filters, I'm sorry, not these filters, this type of a juicer, which this is what the Breville are, they're not good. You want something that's more of an auger, something that's more going to press it and slow to do it right. So anyway, but like I said, if you put a bag inside the container, that's it. Nice and clean. This goes right here. I have a compost pile out in the backyard. We use, so I'll mix this in with it. And your juices pretty much break down pretty quickly. You should always clean them out right away. You don't want to, because some of the stuff does stay in there, so you'll want to clean it out. But there it is. That, my friends, is literally the best stuff on earth. I do like it cold in the refrigerator. Everybody's, oh, don't freeze it, don't cool it down. It's better for the enzymes to drink it warm. But that's it. Kale, celery, cucumber, ginger, green apples, green pear, lemon, and lime. I can't even tell you how good that is. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to show you something else I love to do with this. So that's what I'll do. I make this. This is a good batch. Everybody in my house drinks it. My son, my wife. So we'll each have a glass, about this big in the morning, maybe a little bigger glass, a nice sized glass. And then in the afternoon I make a smoothie with it. So give me a minute to clean up all this stuff, and I'll make a smoothie. And I'll see you in a few. Thanks.